Hello everyone, my name is Christine Nyirahamana. The video for today is a story of my life, not only from genocide of Rwanda, how I grew up with fear. When I was a young age, I was raped with by family friend. When I was young, I used to be easygoing, following everyone. So one day I was going with one of family friend, and she's a girl to begin with. So she was going to take care of the cows. I, I love to take care of the cows since I was young. So I didn't tell my mom. She knows that family that we were so close to each other. So when I went with her, we were playing around, taking care of the cows and running and having fun. But she did something wrong. She touched my private part. But because I was afraid, my parents were so strict. Strict. People from Africa, they know what I'm talking about. I was afraid that it was my fault. I didn't tell my mom what happened. I grew up with that, feeling that it was my fault. I grew up sad, discussing myself when it wasn't my fault, including genocide. I was raped again. To add to what happened when I was young. Another afraid, always feeling disgusting for myself, asking God, why me? Why all this continue to happen to me? Lost my parent, no one to talk to, no one who can speak for me. It was so hard. I grew up in difficult way, which I don't want to explain because it's so hard. First lost my parent, no friend, or the friend I spoke to, they betray me. You know, sometimes you have friends you can tell anything, but the friends I had, they were not good friend or good friends, I can say. Except one friend, but I didn't tell her that I was raped when I was young, but I told her everything. She was my best friend. Sadly, she passed away by cancer in Rwanda, the brain cancer. And that happened when I was here in Canada. I could not say goodbye to her. It was so hard to believe that she's gone. At that, which I can call my friends, whatever I told them, they told my elder sisters, and I was in trouble for it. So for that reason, I grew up, had so many friends which are boys, because where they were keeping my secret, or can feel comfortable to talk to. So those friends, they thought I was sleeping around, which I didn't. They were just friends. helping me to get out of the darkness I went through since I was young. All those I went through genocide, they were just helping me to be strong. But many people, they thought I'm sleeping around. That didn't matter, because all those guys, they were just friends. Just tell me to be strong. Many people call me names. I lived with fear. Sometimes I thought to take on my life. Because I could not stand it anymore. It was so hard, it was so painful. But God was there. I remember one night I took a medication to kill myself. I heard the biggest voice say, "Stop that. There is always a hope." So for that, God made the way. He brought me here in Canada, where I am today. Even here in Canada, I had friends, but also they betray me. When we are together, we're best friends, but when I leave, they talk ugly words about me behind my back. There's one friend of mine. I took her like my young sister. I did everything for her, but she betrayed me. She talked ugly words about me, telling people bad things about me. But because we were so close friends, they believed her. For that reason, I chose to be by myself. Always encourage myself. I chose to be with elderly people. So the young people, they start to ugly things about me because they don't know what I'm going through or which reason I did that. I continue to be friends with elderly people. Even that is where I achieved the goal I made to my mama before she passed away. I helped one of the elderly lady. I did interpret for her because she didn't speak either French or English. But me, I took her for all the appointments she had. I did grocery for her, as I promised my mom. One night, God reminded me the promise I made to my mom. And they reminded me what I'm doing to that elderly lady. I saw that I'm fulfilling my promise, not only to that, like she's age as my mom. It's like I'm fulfilling the promise. So to grow up with fear, always I'm quiet, because I used to have broken heart. To grow up no friends, Even the friends I had, they betray me. It was too hard. But I thank God. He made me a strong woman. He was there when no one was there. He comforted me. He delivered me from the fear I had. If we want to know more about this fear, I'm not afraid anymore, by the way, because God delivered me from that bondage of fear. I was afraid to try new things because I know if I try new things and I fail, people will laugh at me. They will talk behind my back. So I was always afraid, in the corner, in the comfort zone. But God said, no, enough is enough. You need to stand up. You need to take charge of your life. This is your life. It's nobody else's life. That's how God delivered me. If we want to know more about this fear, I wrote a book about it. And God gave me a strength and courage to write this book. How I was lived by fear, but God delivered me from it. I pray and hope this book will change so many people's lives. Because when I was writing this book, I feel like released. I feel like it's emptying my heart in that book. I pray and hope this book will change so many people's lives. Will take people out of comfort zone and go for their dreams, go for their goals. I was afraid to set any goal because I know if I fail that goal, people will laugh. People will discourage me. But I'm no longer living somebody's life. I go for what I want or what I want to achieve. If I fail, yes, I will learn from that mistake and continue, move forward. I'm no longer living in a comfort zone because of people. They will talk. Either you do good or bad, they will talk.